So hi there. Welcome to my yoga space for today. I just wanted to introduce you to creating a yoga space in your home. So finding a quiet, obviously, if that is possible for you, a quiet place to set up your yoga place, that would be awesome. And a place where you have space. You can bring your arms out, you can turn around, you're not going to hit anything or anybody. That would be ideal as well. Then you also want to make sure of your device. So the device that you're watching me on, make sure that it's set up so you can see it, so that it's clear, so you can hear me. That is going to be super important. And as well that you don't have to keep your camera on. So I just want you to know that. So you can watch me, but I don't have to see you if you don't want to be on camera. That is absolutely fine. Also, if you want to play some music during your class, because I'm not going to be playing music on my end because I find it very distracting through video, you can play your own music on your end. And the same goes for mood lighting. So if you want to set up your lighting on your end, you can use some little candles, you can turn the lights down, whatever works for you could be really, really nice. Then you want to have a yoga mat. So something that is non-slip, which most yoga mats are, and your feet will adhere to them because you're going to be in bare feet as much as possible in your yoga class. Feet stick to the mat, and there's other good reasons why we want to be in bare feet, just to feel that contact with the ground. Really important for balance and all that, but you want to have a good yoga mat that you can not slip on. Regular gym mats are kind of slippery. Towels are very slippery. You want to try to get yourself a mat. I think they're 15, 20 bucks at Walmart. It's a good investment. All right, so after the yoga mat, the next most important thing I would say is a yoga block. So it's also quite inexpensive, 3 or 4 inches high is good. And if you don't have that, and that's not a problem, you can use a folded towel. So something that folds fairly firmly that you can sit up on, because most of the time what we're going to use the yoga block for is sitting up, because it gives somebody who has very stiff hips, like myself, and maybe like you, or a stiff lower back, you feel like you can sit up without straining your lower back and without getting too tired within your shoulders or your back as well. So a yoga block is awesome. And you might also want to get a yoga strap, or there's lots of alternatives. I'll just tell you. A yoga strap usually has a little loop on the end, but you don't need that. You don't need this little loop at the end here, but they have them. I don't use them, but a nice long yoga strap is good. Or if you don't have that, some sort of skipping rope or some sort of rope can work, or a man's tie can work very well as well. It's a great length. So that would be good for certain exercises that we're going to do. We don't do them all the time, but it is useful to have. And then you might want to have, and this is optional, a blanket, something so when we go into Shavasana at the end of class, you can stay nice and cozy and warm with your blanket, maybe have a nice warm pair of socks as well, getting ready for Shavasana, because you do want to be nice and comfy for that. And then it's just about you. It's about the way you're dressed. First of all, you want to make sure you're wearing clothing that you can move, that you feel comfortable in, you don't feel restricted, you can move in all directions. That's going to be really important. Maybe layers, because sometimes you're going to get warm during class, but then you're going to get cool when we do Shavasana or when we slow down. So you want to have maybe an extra layer with you. And the socks, as I mentioned, could be good for the end of class as well. And also, what not to wear is socks during class, I would say. As I mentioned before, that contact with the ground is so important. You'll feel through your feet when you're balanced, and you'll just feel that stability. And it's just really, really important. Plus, your feet adhere to the mat, and that is also super important. And then just being present, just being here during class, undistracted, focused, and just enjoying the time that we have together. So I hope to see you in class shortly. Classes will start on Tuesday, and they are live, but they're all recorded. So if you can't make it live, no problem. I'll be sending the recording after each class. So I hope to see you soon. Thanks for listening.